Well, we saw a bit of a stompage coming in from Team 1 to take the first map, and now we're on map number 2 of the best of 3. Laz and Paladin to bring you this action, and all it is down to a do or die for Detonate.
You've got to stay in this somehow, Laz, and it's got to be on Mirage. It's not going to be all competitive like Inferno. It's going to be much more difficult to pull things back here. They've got the rotations in on the B site. They're willing to let the bomb go down, but Brett goes down early. It's going to be a 4v5 retake with no kits up.
Yeah, not a single kit or even more utility either. So now these CTs, I mean, they just have full armor. Slight's about to go into his own death here unless IDK... Oh my goodness, IDK doesn't even react to it. Thought it must have been a fake, or maybe just didn't hear it. I have no idea. Back to a 4-4 though, so I mean, Maluk still playing truck, a decent position, but now Team 1. Yeah, it's just multi-kills. Mike with a nice little collide, alright, but it ain't enough. Team 1, they pick up the pistol.
It gets really ugly there. I mean, if you want to commit to the 5v5 retake, you've got to start earlier on and not bound your way into the site. Brett gives away a little too much, and Team 1 capitalize. As soon as that bomb goes down, I mean, 4v5 retakes out of the B side, it's just very difficult. No utility to flush any angles out, and no kits to kind of systematically clear out angles either. A really difficult pistol to start things out for Detonate rather. They immediately force back into things. 4 rifles out, prioritizing the guns over the utility are the Brazilians.
Yeah, waiting things out as much as possible here. Brett does, like you mentioned, Brett does have a decent position here. He does have the CZ. Flash misses. Okay, maybe one. Yeah, he's got one, but not a second. Rotates are coming in now, so I think it's Micro and as well as Cryptic. They're going to try to get themselves in this B site just to cement themselves, but look at Team 1, man. They got so much time to work with on the clock. They're going to just pull back things. Oh, a mixture. Somebody going underpass. Doing a bit of a fake here at the B site. The utilities coming in. They're trying to get Detonate to bite on this, and this is what they did. They overreact on these commitments, and now they're fighting through middle, but it's just collapsing again.
Ooh. All these crossfires just kind of collapsing in on itself. Asa manages to get one back, triple on the round thus far into the 2v3. Position will be noted about Micro. He gets a beautiful headshot onto Move, climbing up that connector side. The bomb goes down, and Malbs just rips his head clean off. 2-0 start for Team 1. It gets a little ugly there once IDK gets caught in no man's land and chair, but all's well that ends well.
I mean, again, this is a map where, I mean, for Team Detonate, I mean, they are sitting at about a 3-7, stance on this with like 30% of a win rate. I mean, the last time they got a W on this, back in February, I mean, they were able to, pull up a 16-1, for some qualifiers, but the biggest win they had was ATK. That was early in the season. That was one of their first matches. Team 1, a lot different. Exact opposite, actually. 7-3. So, it won't be easy.
Yeah, definitely very well versed on this map, and it fits their identity. Very aggressive, brazen style. They're very willing to take these heads-up aim duels. Although Freshie gets one back, the bomb will go down. Should still be a manageable round here for Team 1. A little bit of a gap there on that jungle smoke. No harm, no foul. Malbs is aware. Even for that CT player, taps out another on stairs, looking for quad on the round. Micro, again, he's good for at least one deagle kill, but
yeah,
through the wood panels, Malbs is feeling unstoppable there on the eco.
Well, at least we got the gun round coming in now. Big investments coming in. Lots of money they can spend for this. Slight does commit to the op. Does have armor this time. We don't see the glass cannon this time. Og for Cryptic. And he's onto something. He was doing pretty good with it. I was going to say yesterday. I was going to say last map.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. We'll have to see if he can do it again on Mirage.
A fast B center default here. Double smokes out in mid. And maybe another smoke to be deployed in the top connector from B side. As soon as this Molly fades, it's just gonna be this quick jump into this B site.
Yeah, Micro does get his reposition out. Good flash to actually throw things off a little bit, so that guarantees him a kill. Mulbs was fully blind. Blind as a bat, he couldn't see a thing. Good utility is actually putting TeamOne in a bit of a stop in the tracks, but a little bit of awkward gunplay coming in, and Detonate are starting to get themselves in a decent advantage. Micro able to find one more. Pesa. It's up number 2, but no. Ain't a third, and Detonate, they finally end the goose egg.
Oh, that's scrappy. That's a scrappy little round there. I like the idea there from TeamOne to have something a little bit more pacier. They understand that the utility might not be that heavy on the Detonate side of things, but Brett holds strong, Micro as well. And they stalled just long enough before that bomb goes down, and it just should have didn't go down this time around. But they stalled just long enough for the trades to be possible. And Detonate lock in there first. Again, it's scrappy, and to bring it down into the 1v1. And you can see concessions on both sides of the equation. Tech9 and Deagle for both Maluk and Pesa. IDK also on one as well. But they're just going to hit this B-bomb side again.
Yeah, they're going to try it again. Micro in a good position, though. Might be able to find more than one. No. That ain't it. Oh, man. And Mulbs and Pesa, look at them both sitting at 7 kills. Talked a lot about if Mulb's going to get activated. He starts getting kills. He's a headshot machine. Peso as well. There's another one gained. Man, he's just taking heads and taking trophies now.
At this point, the money is really, really ugly. And you're offering up all of these guns over to IDK.
What?
Tech9. I mean, those are tough shots to say the least. And he passes the test with flying colors. Slight left up to his own devices and back market. He's got a tuck tail, save this AWP. And the money's been fractured yet again. That's the cost of playing the trade game in that early gun round. You don't have a buy going into the next. Oh, man, that's just decisive from TeamOne. Sticking to their guns, confident in their play, and understanding that the B side is susceptible. And they do well to dispatch of Micro, only letting him get one.
Yeah, it was a good position too. I mean, I like that spot, but I feel like you always need somebody else to kind of assist you there too, so the distraction isn't just there, right? I mean, he can kind of peek things out or have some utility to work with so he can go for the swing, but... Alright, well, I mean, now Detonate in a position here for round 6. I mean, the op's still in the hands for Slight. It's CZs. Wow. It's all CZs with a 5-7. Mix things up a little bit. Where do we see this go? I mean, I was thinking Slight might be a sole anchor at one of the sites. They actually commit a 1-2 here in A. Double in mid towards ladder. And Mulbs just finds another one. This is terrifying.
Yeah, Mulbs 9-2, Pesa 7-2. These are the two dangerous hitters that you don't want activated this early on, and they're feeling it. Meanwhile, on the other side of the equation, we talk about Cryptic, we talk about Slight, and they've had quite the quiet series, in all honesty. Not being able to go toe-to-toe with these Brazilian stars, it's cost them.
Yeah, a little bit more patience coming in from TeamOne too. I mean, they haven't really taken any damage at all. They've just been able to find Freshie. So they can have some fruitful picking here, what they want to do. I mean, the CZs, that's where they... I mean, again, the close quarters, this is where you might be able to find something, but Brett overextends his welcome. He gets taken out, annihilated. Now just leaving it down to Micro. He made a lot of noise. I think they even heard this. Look at IDK. He's expecting it. He's spamming through the smoke. And these smokes are going to slow things down just a little bit. Now Mulbs should be able to find this. An easy kill. Slight just standing in the open. I don't know what's going on, but this one could... What? Hang on. What is Micro with the... He's just swinging with a CZ. He's got 6 bullets. Molly gonna land in front of him. He's gonna be a little bit patient. He can't run through this. I don't know how he's done this. This is now for the ace clutch.
Oh, no.
And he just gets dunked on. Oh, man.
I haven't seen a CZ clip like that in a long, long while. Long range, no less. That's probably the biggest weakness of the CZ, but he still finds a way to pepper them. Gets real close there. Luckily, malbs picking up a nade saves them from complete disaster, and they want to call a timeout, settle things down, because they got real dicey there in the eco.
Man, I was just thinking about that. You said it too. It's like, when have you ever seen a CZ clip like that? You never see them anymore. No highlights, I feel like, in 2023 or even 2022 are like massive CZ kills.
Because the 5.7 is just so prevalent, right? It feels like an eon ago that we had those CZ crazy clips, you know, Shroud on top of A-site cash, or Days just popping heads. Like, we got to go way back in history when we talk about CZ clips.
Yeah, and I mean, we were talking about...
It's nice to see a throwback, right?
It is sick to see a throwback, and I mean, we talked about, you know, Pace and malbs here for TeamOne, we're feeling it, but look at Micro. He's on top of the server. I mean, he's not winning rounds, but man, he's winning fights. He's trying to take some names here.
You gotta have some sort of individual brilliance here from Detonate if you want to turn the tides. I say time in and time out, but this time it's malbs. He's charged all the way through Cat. Stuck himself in a ladder room, and Brett can't do anything. He needs to trade that kill, but that's such a T-favored angle. malbs is happy to take his 13th kill of the game. And another 5v3 for Detonate to wring their hands and say, how do we pull this one back? I think, Laz, the answer is you just don't.
Oh, I just don't think you can. And look at that again, a clean round. No damage. TeamOne are just winning gunfights. TRK, he's the only person that takes damage, still able to win that duel with a Galil nonetheless. And now Slight, I mean, he's in a position where he has to save this. He's got to survive, but we know TeamOne, they're going to try to go for this hunt. They know that Slight should have an op, and they'll want to hunt this as much as possible.
They've got a lot of manpower to at least sift through the different positions and see if they can find him. It's not the worst thing of the world if they let him keep it, but you can see they're hounding through the B site. I think he should be okay. But man, talk about just gall from malbs, just charging down mid through his own cat smoke, and tucking himself in a ladder room. Those kinds of plays that takes like ironing out. Those are set plays that have been practiced time in and time out. And that's where you can see why TeamOne have picked into this map and why Detonate are completely unawares. As soon as that first kill is secured by malbs, it's pretty much round over. He's well aware of the power position that he has, and he capitalizes. Just really well done there from the Brazilians.
Man, I love that. You could see that Slight was just sitting on the bottom right corner there. And then I think it was Maluk that was all the way in the back on the top. So, I mean, if Slight would have given him his back at all, he would have been a dead man. I mean, they were coming for him. But, again, they can work around this. They did this 2 rounds ago. They're going to try it one more time. ZZs are out. Deegs are out. Lackluster utility. Double smokes. Now the double stack coming in from Maluk. What do we see differently now? We saw this before, this player, and there it is again, but it's Slight this time. He was trying to see if he can find a pick with the op, but malbs eats him alive. He might get caught with his knife. Oh, no, Cryptic, no! You need this! And now he's going to get flushed out with a molly. This thing is just falling apart. The timing of everything is just inevitable now.
Oh, man.
And Asa with a Spammerino.
Dude, these pre-fires are just ridiculous. I mean, it's insane what malbs is able to do with that AK. No. Finally, Micro deals with him on the ladder, no less. But a 2v4 for Detonate to dig themselves out of. They're leaning on the A side. The B side's been cleared. And Detonate have to just hang their head and move forward. Maybe try to recover a rifle on Brett, but that isn't happening. He's as still electric as ever. And they march themselves to a 7th round. Micro will be able to retain that AWP at the very least. I say that and I feel as though they're quite aware of this position.
Yeah, they
could have tried to hunt him.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, I think it's IDK coming in from the back on T side. Hasten now, just going to wait things out. Micro just, oh, he's playing a good angle. Might not get cleared. Okay, there it is. There's a nice little CZ one. But he's got some utility, though. This could be good. This could just be about surviving. Now IDK, he gets taken out too. Man, he's just playing Survivor right now. Like a horror game. Okay,
He's got another smoke as well, so he should be able to retain it.
And I
It's
think he's
tough
gonna be
to
able
save.
Yeah, he picks up the op too. I was thinking he's gonna have just enough time to grab it. And he had to fight for that though.
I mean, look at this. 15 and 6 on Micro. The rest of the individuals on Detonate don't even equal up to his kills. That's how far ahead of the pack he is.
You know, the other thing is too, is I'm pretty sure that last kill he got, like that started things off when he went in Palace, I'm pretty sure he was on the ladder. Like I'm pretty sure
Right,
he was
yeah,
just
he
getting,
was,
yeah, like
yeah.
the most insane luck, or I don't know. He's got timing down that I don't know. With a CZ again. All right.
Okay, different look from Detonate this time around. Mid-control the priority. They want to shut down Malbs with that set play down cat, and they pass that first test. Freshly spotted out though, jumps up on a ticket booth, mollied off. Plays ahead of it, I believe.
Yeah, Malb's just waiting for the splash, and he might even just try to run through this. Asa does take down Freshie, so now Micro, he's been able to do some big lifting here. Can he do a little bit more? But he runs out of bullets. He gets plowed, and Detonate now starting to make some good kills here.
That's the RK gone.
Oh man, he gets another nade kill. Okay, they have an advantage here, Paladin.
Look at IDK. He has gone all the way through the B site, and he's found a really nice timing, but slight the awareness. They go radio silent, and Spidey senses start tingling there for slight awareness that there could be a late B lurk. Spins around, and things could have gotten real ugly there, even in that man advantage situation for Detonate, but they find their second somehow.
Yeah, that was a good attempt though from IDK. Like you said, the fact that he came all the way through market, he was just coming to the back lines, and they had a good awareness for it. Double ops now. Micro and Slight on the CT side. We haven't seen them do this yet. They haven't gone for the double sticks. Freshie gonna get aggressive. He's gonna try to press forward. He does. He's able to succeed with the first duel in his favor. Repositioning. Now we're starting to see Detonate cook up something here. I don't know what it is. When they're down in these massive deficits, they just seem to start doing pretty well. And there is another one.
Yeah, they try to find ways to punish overzealousness from their opponents. And that's the way they demand respect from the players that really want to just exert pressure onto them. And it's just Muluk stuck in a 1v5 trying to hold on to this. Can't even get a kill back, and double ops retained, and honestly not even mentioned as far as that round was concerned. Micro didn't even have to get activated, so the surprise factor of the double ops still remain. And TeamOne are relegated to pistols. So, exactly right, Laz. There's a way back in here for Detonate.
No timeout either. I mean, TeamOne, they still have a good buffer on rounds, but no investment. The only thing was a deagle for Malbs. So we can get some with the silver bullet, I guess. And gets the head, gets the shoulder, gets a bit of a teaser, and that deagle's gone. That was the only investment we saw from TeamOne, and it's removed quickly.
Not a lot to write home about. Micro's op sings. Chunky little nade there. And this is all just kind of a cycle in a sense. It's very simple what the final result will be. It's just a matter of time.
Oh, Brett.
Oh.
Blocks. Okay, so now TRK's got an AK. They're actually going to commit to this together. Slight does take him down, though, but now Pace has an op. Does have the bomb. Oh, my goodness. It saves his life a little bit. But, I mean, this player right now, I think that's frustrating. He should be able to find this one. He does. Double op should be retrieved. It is. Alright, alright, alright.
Good little damage. I'm surprised that they were able to dig themselves out of that 3v5 and still make Detonate uncomfortable. The guns come back out. Muluk gets his AWP. Another bite at the cherry heading into round number 12. That 7-1 start is startlingly changed to a 4-round lead, or sorry, just a 3-round deficit for Detonate. They find a way to claw themselves back into this game. Real resilience from this squad.
Well, it is something that Detonate have been able to show us. I mean, throughout this playoff run, is that, I mean, it seems like when the chips are against them, they just keep on pressing, man. They're going to try everything they can, and they do get some rounds and a bit of a comeback, right? You saw that in Inferno. Not quite the same story as MIBR, but I mean, we were looking at a 7-1 at one point.
Bit of a B contact here from malbs. Dissuaded by that initial utility from Detonate. They don't bite into that 3-man setup from the CTs. Instead, they pivot on over. As they know that they have main control. They've got palace control as well if they want to do a small little execute with the double flash, double smoke, double molly that they have left over. Perhaps there's a bit of legs into the round. And they're playing for retakes as well, the CTs. So perhaps a way back in for TeamOne with the bomb plant.
Yeah, and even Micro's able to find that one too, so that's a good pickup. Burning things out. 30 seconds left. TeamOne still have a little bit of time they can work with. A nice shot. TRK lines it up. T1 off. Bomb's made its way into the site now, and Pesa with the lurk in middle. Timing is perfect. 4 on 3 still that advantage. Double stick removed, but they still have slight with it. Oh wow, he actually lands that wall bang. He's trying to do it again. Good combination here coming in from Detonate. Starting to explode, a little bit of good smoke coming in. They might even just try to commit to the defuse, maybe. Brett instead! Oh, Brett! He comes up miraculously, but no, he's got to get moving. Pesa in the smoke. Brett just scrambling around. He's going to commit to this defuse, and look at Pesa. He's just waiting patiently, and there is an 8th.
Got real close there from Brett. Finally trying to find a way to redeem himself. And it's just too little, too late. Asa's very, very intelligent with it. He's aware that the smoke was fading. Plays just to confirm the round. Half secured for TeamOne. And back off to the races. Double ops still retained. But again, with the double ops comes a heavy, heavy investment. And one of them is just immediately knocked out of the round. Maluk with a beautiful little timed peek there.
Yeah, they've done that before too. I mean, they were doing the double stack, but they haven't been able to find anything. It works out here for round 13, and okay. We were at 1:29, and Detonate lose 3 players just like that. A huge disadvantage now. I mean, these are the 2 players that are putting up some big numbers. Minus slight, I guess, here for the Detonate side of things. I don't know if he's going to be able to hear that with that molly, though.
I think he might have heard the tick, but it doesn't matter. They've cleared out the A-bomb site. Micro will try to retain the AWP, but he's not even going to get to save that. So 9 on the board. No money now for Detonate as well. And that potential comeback that we were speaking of is sort of just evaporated. That A execute was kind of a knockout blow in some senses in round number 12. And Detonate haven't found an answer since.
Yeah, Micro goes for the purchase here too. He actually puts the A1S on the board. Kind of that hero buy, a little bit with the works of the Deagles. And Maluk, look at that, another double. And Cryptic's head just gets peeled back, and TeamOne started off already with the first duel. Nice reply back though. So Detonate a bit, brought things back to a 4-4. They might be giving up some bodies here, and they sure do. That's a free A site.
Free A site indeed. Bomb should be going down comfortably. Position known to Micro. He'll play behind it, surprisingly. And then just trying to shimmy on his way onto the right side, but that sneaky beaky position is quite noted at this point in the game. Freshie retrieves himself an AK off the dead body and wants to save it heading into the next, but wow, it's a 10-round affair here for the Brazilians. They're slowly inching their way to the next round of playoffs. And again, this is for elimination to stay within ECL contention.
yeah, winner moves on, and the loser of this match is done. So we talked a lot about that. A lot at stake here. And TeamOne have guaranteed 10 rounds as we move into the last. I don't even know what we see different. I mean, we saw Detonate mixing things up with the double ops, playing aggressive in middle. We gotta try something a little bit different. Oh my, okay, Freshie survives with 3. Whew, all right. A little bit of a breather, but we're in the last round of the first half. Op here for Slight. We know that's happening. No more ops here for the CT side. They're just gonna gun up, see if they can get a 5th.
Finally, some sort of solace for Freshie to save that AK, right? It feels like there haven't been too many bright spots for Detonate on the CT side. But they'd love themselves a 5th. It really gives them that fighting chance. Slight makes good use of that AWP, of opening onto IDK. Great little spray there from Cryptic, but Pesa rips into 2. Micro shuts it down early. Slight's hot on malbs's heels. And Micro gets the job done. So Maluk left into this 1v3 situation. Minute 25 to play with and a lot of room to breathe. Should be able to at least get himself a plant and reset the situation. But kit up for Freshie, smoke nade as well. It's gonna be tough to clutch this up if you're the Brazilian captain here.
Yeah, and he's gonna try to go towards 8 ramp. I mean, he's got a couple options, but
oh, he's no way he's aware of Slight, is he?
Yeah, this is Slight. He's coming right in the back. Gonna get a free one. Okay, doesn't miss it. We're gonna see that 10-5 and Detonate. They make things a little bit interesting as they're able to be a bit scrappy finding 5, but we'll have to get ready as we get ready for that second half. We'll just see after the break.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Storm, a beautiful catastrophe. A perfect storm, a beautiful catastrophe.
Howdy gamers, we're back. Second half of map number 2, a do or die situation. Detonate, they have a long road ahead of them, but we'll have to see if they have it, what it takes. Laz and Paladin here to bring you that action.
All on the cards here for the T side. They need this pistol. Cliche as it is the current state of the situation. Failed run boost out of mid, but they've gotten through unscathed regardless. Gonna charge themselves up to connector and start to get that bomb plan. Mobs boosted immediately out the gates.
Now they're going to overwhelm Pesa, so this is a good pickup. Mobs is going to play back. CT. And I like this Detonate. They're trying to fight for CT control, but Mobs! He finds 3, and he's still able to dance around out of this. How is he alive? Time is ticking now. It's just down to him. He's still taking heads.
Oh my god.
What is going on? Slight, though, he's coming from the catwalk. There is a kid on Mobs. He might be able to find this timing, maybe, but Slight just has to hit him one time. He's committing to this defuse. He's so close, but Slight, you will put a lock on that pistol round just barely, but Mobs, my god, he's put himself at 20 kills right now.
It just looks so effortless when he takes to the server, man. That USP looking so clean. Perhaps if that initial Gushtin came around, I mean, I think there was a real possibility he just takes over. Tried his damnedest. I mean, this is kind of a big staple of TeamOne when they first broke onto the scene. Mobs would put on this Herculean performances. And he's trying to do that here to continue their ECL playoff run. Guns out for Payson actually got an A4 and a scout up from Maluk, so they've fully invested in here, and here comes that A execute.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to clear out from Palace. Can't you through the smoke right now there, boys. Good double stack coming in from Pesa. I think that's even with... Oh yeah, it is Mobs. This is a good double stack. This should be able to maybe find this Palace. Oh man, Freshie. Okay. Takes a little bit of one off the chin here. He's still alive. It's a 5-on-5 situation. There's no kits here though from TeamOne. And they're just actually gonna run away. They're just gonna try to save these guns and this investment, I think.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a bad call. You leave Mobs to try to get some sort of an exit. But if you hold on to all of these guns, and you get a little bit of an upgrade here, if IDK can stay alive. Ooh, micro jumping to retain economic advantage. Oh, tough for Maluk to save as well. He sticks around, that might cost him. I don't even know if TeamOne can save all of these. They're trying to crunch. And they've got him. They've got the kill that they needed. The A4 is down. And this round gets a lot easier now for Detonate.
Well, I still like that we see Micro with the Mac 10. Even Cryptic's gonna buy it too. I think this is a good call. You're gonna be able to try to, you know, build that economy as much as possible. I'm not counting anything out though. I've learned, Paladin, I've learned in the season from TeamOne, if you see pistols, it doesn't matter, man. They can do damage.
Yeah, they're always seemingly good for it. Maluk training himself through mid. Searching for any sort of a head.
Nice timing from Brett, though. Actually does take a little bit of damage against Maluk, and throw the molly that is going to just flush out window, but now they're going to rush themselves in this B site. TeamOne kind of let it go. Micro needs to... Oh man, that is a questionable smoke, but he's just going to keep on running. Okay, yeah, the run and gun, the beauty of the MAC-10. Oh man. 27 kills right there. We talked about him looking pretty good. He's sitting on top of the server. What? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't understand.
It's called the murder hole for a reason. It's just so dangerous. And, I mean, 3 kills on an eco like that, you'll be loving life if you're TeamOne. Guns come out. Maluk has an AWP, no less. So, honestly, with the way things shaped out in the first 3 rounds of this half, TeamOne aren't in the worst of scenarios to try to dig themselves out of. But a lot of money still left in the tank for Detonate. Good damage done to them. An instant A execute on the cards here.
Yeah, Maluk. Oh, man. All right. Heaps of success here. They start things off. They win the duel. This might kind of blunder the game plan a little bit. You can see some of the nades getting thrown. They were doing a bit of an execute. They still have a smoke to work with the molly. Well, they're going to reconvert. They're going to change their game plan here. The bomb's making its way towards B halls now. Having Slight leading this charge with the op. That is TRK just on the other side, but he's by himself. So if they get this kill, they got a free sight.
Digging him out of that spot is going to be quite difficult, though. They've got to have their wits about them. And the molly comes through in a van. TRK stalls for just enough time. I don't think he heard if they were ticking in that Molotov or not, but the kill comes through regardless. Micro gets another one onto IDK, the rotating player, and it's got to be a save. Detonate find the read. They slice through the defense pretty swiftly, and a 9th on the board for them. I'm really liking the efficiency there on that read.
They're coming alive. I mean, they're stemming the bleeding now. I mean, this is going to be a 1-round difference that we're talking about. And like I mentioned, I mean, that kill was so important to take down TRK because that was a guaranteed sight. They don't overpeak, they don't overextend, they just go for the plant, they just play their positions, and they have guaranteed it. Micro even able to find another consolation prize, so this is big. Oh man, and he stays alive somehow. Okay, just kidding, I jinxed it.
Oh,
no up.
Greedy
Nice
there.
one. Yeah, very greedy. That was a nice one from Cryptic, though. That's another gun that's been removed here from Team 1.
Yeah, you would have loved to have 2 rifles to fight your way through this round. Post one on both sites, have a little bit of staying power, but not this time. Punishment from Detonate, closing this gap 1 round the difference. And I mean, if you wanted a rifle in anyone's hands, it would definitely be Malbs, so never say never. This guy's been on one this series, looking to kind of right the ship somehow at the tail end of this half.
Creeping up and getting a little bit more control. Malbs, mentioned, does have that AK, but utility getting a little bit wasted here from Detonate. Flash to come through. No, it's a nade, and they swing it. It's a little questionable, but they respond back fine, and ace it with a dig. 8 long for this world, and there we go. 3 on 2. Slight, if you can find this kill, that should be fine. There it is. It's TRK by himself. What do we see from him?
Not much, I don't think, Laz. The bomb doesn't even go down, but it doesn't matter. TRK shouldn't really be offered up anything. 5-7 and a dream. He's got to catch a timing here. Gets the kill on a freshie, but it takes so much damage in the process. No real way for him to inch his way forward. A little bit of a gap in that Slight capitalizes. And we're even Stevens, 10 apiece across the board. Guns back out for Team 1, but surely they've got to feel like the momentum, the wind from their sails have been ripped away.
I mean, this is a side that, I mean, for Detonate, this isn't their strongest side. I mean, this is like a 44% win rate on this. I mean, they don't win a lot of T rounds. I mean, it's not the strongest suit. So, I mean, the fact that we're seeing this now, bringing things back to a tie game. If I'm TeamOne, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Because they haven't looked that, you know, comfortable this second half. I mean, the first half, they were looking clean. Things were looking smooth. It was all TeamOne. But now Detonate, they're mixing things up for the playoffs now.
A little bit of an A fake here. They're sending Cryptic out to die. And he gets one huge kill as well. It's going to continue to sell this fake. It's going to be up to TRK to put up a Herculean anchoring performance here.
He's still finding multi-kills too. So now Pesa does take down Freshie. So that's, again, a good lurk. And look at all the control that he has too. He's already pushed all the way through. They know this. They have them trapped. But if he gives his back like this, they might be able to slip out just in time. Still the lurk from Cryptic. This is important though. He's playing a key role in this round. And now the noise keeps coming in. Pace has got so much information. Does he win this duel? He does. He takes a significant amount of damage. But Slight puts him away. Oh, Cryptic. Oh my goodness. He heard that scope. No way, Malbs. No way that he doesn't... Or that's Maluk, sorry. He doesn't check that. And look at the bomb. They're going to go all the way around. It's a carousel, man. They're going B. It's for the taking.
Oh, I mean, Pace had the round in the palm of his hand, but how is he to be aware of the timings? They've lost the A site. They have no CT presence. It's really just a matter of timing, and it doesn't go in his way. He only manages to get one. And that leaves Maluk and TRK in basically a coin flip of a situation. They've got to gamble somehow, some way. They gamble on the A site, but unluckily it was the wrong move. TRK thrust into the clutch, 1v2, hit up smoke as well to at least lurk his way forward. Position should be known. That Molotov could spell disaster, especially now that he's ticked in it.
I don't know if they heard that though. Look at, he's made it across and Cryptic's still looking forward. Slight's got a great off angle in B Hall. Now Detonate? They take the lead? We haven't said that at all. And with that lead, comes with a timeout from Detonate.
Detonate, no less. I mean, finally holding on to the lead, maybe considering kind of the real situation that's going on here, that they finally have the confidence on their side of the equation. What do we do now that we've got the map in the palm of our hands, the confidence on our side? How do we propel this momentum to close this map out?
I mean, everything that Detonate's doing it's working, right? It's paying off wonders. And I mean, I think it's TeamOne. They haven't done anything kind of different. I mean, normally they like to play aggressive. We saw it in Inferno. They push down mid. They fight for control on the CT side. They're going to work around Pace's M4. I don't know what to expect from this one.
I mean, the issue is they've not had too many gun rounds to experiment with that, right? They haven't had enough confidence and buffer in their rounds one to take risks like pushing B apartments or pushing main or taking aggressive mid control. It hasn't formulated for them. They haven't had the opportunity to do so. So it's not going to get any easier. They've got a little bit of a stack going on here, TeamOne, but Micro's dissected two of that situation. Malbs and Pesa pulled things back, but beautiful little flash there from Slight closes the round out from Freshie, and they've marched up that lead to 12. If we've got to talk about a change in the guard here, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, somebody needs to do something here from TeamOne. I mean, now Maluk's going to have the op ready to go. We saw that Malbs and Pesa, we talked a lot about them in the first half. They were the ones that putting up massive numbers. They're kind of starting to dwindle a little bit, though. And now Detonate, they're going to change up the plan. Look at this. They're just going to rush this site. They don't even care at all. They want to get aggressive. But all of a sudden now, it's TeamOne that's starting to win these duels. It's Malbs and Pesa. They are winning these duels left, right, and center. And it just gets annihilated. It's down to Slight on a 1-on-4. A couple players are low, but this is asking a lot.
I like the call from Detonate. It's a risk for sure, but it could have been a knockout blow. especially with how ropey the CT economy was. It really felt like a slam dunk of a call, but really great anchoring there from Pesa and malbs, finding a way to slow down the attack. Leave Slight in a dire situation after pulling that momentum back into their favor. A round like that might just be cause for concern for Detonate. And they immediately take a timeout themselves, trying to just take stock of the situation, not let this get out of hand. Because again, we're in the waning stages of this second half. This is for the match. I mean, it's like they need this map if they want to stay in contention here at ECL season 44.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I think, you know, from Detonate, that was a risky call to rush that site. It's always tough because, I mean, what they were doing before was working, but I agree with you. I kind of like that they're trying to mix things up. It could have been a kill shot. It could have been the killing blow. I don't know, but it just doesn't pan out for them. But they call that timeout. They want to figure things out. They still have a 1-round lead. They got enough money for a full gun round, so they have a lot of investment for this. Slight does have that AWP again. And I would imagine we're going to kind of go back to that, same setup that we saw before that's been successful for them this entire second half. Ooh, even TRK getting some good mid control. So now this is a change here from TeamOne too.
Not enough information actually truly being garnered there. They pull away, and as TRK evacuates mid connector, he gets punished by Slight. And that forces malbs' hand to evacuate back into the A bomb site, just jiggling around the corner to drop his smoke. IDK's turn to search for some information. They've got Brett on this lurk. But look at malbs. How much can he get from here? He gets one. There's well awareness that there could have been a jump up for the second. And so he just cuts his losses, drops the smoke, stalls for a little while. And again, keep in mind IDK's aggressive positioning here. That stalemate between Brett could decide the round later on.
Well, I mean, Detonate, they throw a mid smoke. So they want to try to pull some attention just to make it seem like they might go for the mid presence, but actually, it's a commitment here for the A. They got the lurk of Brett that's towards B, so he might make his way underpass, try to cut things off in connector. This is important though. Slight, he's already made the scope through, so I don't think they heard it. It was a little while ago he did this, so now he's just going to creep on through, but it's 20 seconds. They have to get moving. Like you said, time is the essence in these kind of situations. The bomb's already been dropped. Slight does find another kill though. A man advantage here for Detonate, but they got 10 seconds. They have to get this plant. Luke just waiting patiently, and this could be all over. And there it is. We have ourselves a tie game.
Beautiful little synergy there between IDK and Maluk. Well aware of the angles at the closing sectors. You felt like malbs might have just overextended just a hair, but still locks in that initial kill on the freshie and secures that equalizing affair. And we're again back to a 12-12 scoreline. And finally, the funds are slowly starting to be depleted on that T side. Detonate, Micro, the man of the hour, 31 kills, 25 rounds deep. Down to just a Galil, and it's just a shooting gallery for Maluk. 3 unanswered kills, and he just hops in an underpass. He's had quite a quiet Mirage, but finally steps up when it counts. That's the impact that you're looking from your in-game leader.
It's about time. We haven't been able to see somebody, pull up some big plays. I mean, I think it's been malbs, it's him that's able to find some big kills, but now, like you said, Nigel picking up some multi-kills with the AWP. I love to see it if you're a TeamOne fan. Now Freshie by himself, he's gonna have to do God's work, but it ain't gonna happen. TeamOne put themselves back in this lead. Money's tight here from Detonate. They're probably just gonna have to go pistols on this one and bank everything for round 27.
That means rescinding the lead even further. 2-round deficit after clawing things as they did on the T side, no less. They've got to find a little bit more gas in the tank, Detonate. They're just so close to that map 3, they can just taste it. And they're going to just send it to the B bomb site. Tech 9's aplenty. Should be a couple smokes for a slight B execute. And IDK and TRK to defend against this.
I mean, these pop flashes into the site have been good for him sometimes, but oh man, it's more than a chunky nade. That's a big nade. Finding only 1 kill. I don't know what's going on, but Micro, man, he is just pistol master. Red, if he can find a plant, this might be good, but somebody's on bench. He's got a P2. Getting these one-on-one fights, but he just can't seem to land the shot, and there we go. Everything on the line here.
All things said, a managed pistol eco there from TeamOne. And TeamOne understand the ramifications of this round, the stipulations it has on the playoffs itself. They take a timeout to sort things out. They get that this is for the game. This is for survival. To close the series out 2-0 after multiple attempted comebacks from Detonate on both maps and silence them out of ECL Season 44. Now's the time to do it, Laz.
Now is the time to do it. I gotta cook something up special for us right now. You said it there. I mean, they've been showing us that they can do some comebacks. And it's been an interesting showing here from Detonate. I love it. But we'll have to see if they have something now for this one. No op for Detonate. I feel like I haven't been able to say that for a long time. I feel like Slight always seems to have an op. This time he is going to commit to the five-man rifle. And I kind of like this. I think this allows them to be a little bit more aggro. No presence towards A. They just kind of have the post up here. I think that's going to be the fake that we've seen before. Like you said, I think that's been Cryptic even too. There it is. Yeah, he's been the one that's been lurking this.
I mean, the same exact strategy was really good to pull the attention, but it all came down to Cryptic getting a kill to sell it. And this time they've got Malb stuck in a sandwich. Cryptic reads that like a book. They've crawled themselves out of underpass. Maluk, timing is everything. Volleyed off Cat, and it's just pace on this A side, boxed in like anything. And the A side crumbles. Ooh,
No way.
little bit of a timing there for Maluk.
What?
And a near one again. Might have been able to stop the plant. TRK goes down in CT. And now it's just a save game to try for round number 15 in the next.
And they're hunting this too. I mean, Maluk does have the AWP, but Slight, his timing's just a bit off. I like this though. They're looking for it. Even Micro now coming through underpass. They're going to just try to cut him off. I mean, this is big. I mean, they got money, yeah, but the fact if they take down Maluk, I mean, he's going to have to spend a ton of cash to get another op into this round. And there it is. There it is. And that's even an op gain for Detonate now too.
Terrorists win.
Oh, I mean, they've got money to reinvest. It should be no harm, no foul, but it's the ramifications that they might not have another one after that following round number 28 should things go awry. But Detonate, that little A fake, it's really selling things for TeamOne. They don't have an answer for it just yet. And they found a little bit of a variation, and this time instead of committing to that B play, reorienting themselves into connector. And if they can find a way to use it one last time, perhaps it could be that knockout blow. This time it's Slight charging up Cat alongside Brett. They get that opening they're looking for, but Malbs immediately responds quickly into the 4v4 as mid control is firmly in Detonate's control.
Yeah, this is a good pace though from Detonate. I mean, the fact that they're, kind of putting foot on the gas, they're being a lot more aggressive. Really pushing back TeamOne. I like this. They're not giving up respect. They're not going to let TeamOne get comfortable with map control. They are getting wounded here. A lot of utility damage coming in from TeamOne. And they have their sights on this B hit. 2-2.
No.
Oh, the molly misses. So now that makes it a one-on-one situation. Freshie, that's the bomb too? Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed. It's a thorn in the side, and it comes down to a molly placement. It just disrupts the game plan, and TeamOne have just guaranteed themselves a 15th round with a series point.
Laz, that Molotov could have just been the deciding factor of Detonate staying within this series and finding that B split and just defeat. Stunning turn of events there. And it's just at the most inopportune time. All you can do as micro is try your best, hold on to this rifle. 34 kills from the man. Trying to put this Detonate squad on his back, and it's just not worked out.
I mean, he is literally top fragging the entire server. Like, he is just doing so much damage.
Oh no, does he go out after time?
Oh no. Well, there we are. Series point. One more round, and TeamOne have taken this with a 2-0. I wouldn't call it, you know, a swift sweep here, but 2 more rounds for Detonate to pull things through to a tie game. The first overtime they would be able to bring through on the playoff run. Everything on the line here.
You know, they were given an opportunity now that Payne is in Malta to compete Detonate in these playoffs. And now they want one last hurrah to stay within contention, keep their playoff dreams and hopes alive. Trades into the A site. Luke caught under fire. He burns alive before the smoke can plume. And it's just pandemonium. Pace is in the site. He's found a way through.
Oh, and he's going to be able to find multi-kills. Pesa! And there it is. TeamOne have guaranteed themselves into the lower semis. Just like that.
Woo. I mean, pandemonium on the A site for Pesa to have the gall on at that late of the game, right? To just push through the bench smoke and fight within the A site itself as the bomb is